Heavyweights are going toe-to-toe over a new surgical center in northern Kentucky.
Christ Hospital wants to open the new facility, but St. Elizabeth says it's bad business.
9 on your side's Chris Riva explains where to go and why both sides are now waiting on the Commonwealth to decide what happens next.
If you're diagnosed with cancer, you're like, oh.
4 years ago, Highland Heights resident Doug Miller got the diagnosis of colorectal cancer.
Thinking the worst.
He immediately started looking for the right doctors. He chose a group from Christ Hospital.
I call them my dream team.
Since then, making the trip more than 70 times to Mount Auburn for treatment.
With Cincinnati, you have so many choices to choose your hospital. In northern Kentucky, you basically only have, St. Elizabeth.
Which is why Christ wants to build an outpatient surgery center in Fort Mitchell at the old Drawbridge Inn site. It would anchor a $135 million development.
We do believe that competition is good. If you look at the way things are here in the state of Ohio, competition is always good for consumers.
St. Elizabeth relishes competition. What we're concerned about is unfair competition.
It's more complex than competition. In Kentucky, a hospital needs a permit called a certificate of need from the state to build. St. Elizabeth argues there are already 9 surgery centers in the area, 6 which they operate, all under capacity.
We just feel very strongly that there's absolutely no need for yet a 10th outpatient surgery facility in northern Kentucky when the 9 that are existing are so underutilized.
St. Elizabeth adds another surgery center will raise patient costs, while Christ Hospital argues the opposite.
We keep hearing from our patients that they want access to healthcare alternatives in northern Kentucky.
A state decision will come in spring, but court challenges could last for years, which means Doug Miller will have to drive to Cincinnati if he wants to continue treatment at Christ Hospital. In Highland Heights, Chris Riva, not on your side.